You can change people. Anyone you think is a real douchebag, or maybe you want someone to love you. Or do you wish people would stop robbing other people, stealing, killing, whatever it is? But it's not the way that you think. Remember Spoon Boy from The Matrix? He said, "Do not try to bend the spoon, that's impossible." And when we think we can change people, we go around telling them what to do, trying to help them, trying to do all these external things, efforting, trying to bend the spoon, right? He said, "Realize the truth. There is no spoon." Then you'll see that it's not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself. We are all one consciousness, experiencing reality through different perspectives, but there's no separation. The version of a person that you see in your reality is based on your perception that you're seeing through, that you're experiencing through. To change a person, you have to change the perception of that person, your own perception. I've been practicing this on people, and I decided today to get a couple more people involved. Let me give you an example. Say that you know somebody who every time you have to interact with this person, and say that you do for some reason, but they're a complete asshole. So the next time that you interact with them, and you can do this before you interact with them, you in a sense have to wipe the slate clean. And so be curious about the things they do and say, instead of making an assumption about what they said. Think of all of the possible other reasons why they could have said that would not have been them being an asshole to you, and wonder about those possibilities. Because when you bring wonder into it and curiosity into it, you're curious as to how that person could have not been being an asshole. That's what creates the evidence of what you're looking for, that person not being an asshole. It creates real life evidence of that there was this other reason and they didn't mean it that way. This is just one example, one small example. People do and don't do things all the time, and we make all of these assumptions about why they did it, what kind of person that means they are. These assumptions are based on past old stories of hurt and pain and fear. If there is someone or something you really want to change in your life, you have to be open to the possibility that it can change by looking at how you're perceiving it now. Wonder how a different story could be true and that your current perception of that person or situation is not correct. You create your reality. The people around you are the way they are because you created that version of them. Now, usually we are unaware of how we did this because most of it is in our subconscious. If you don't like a certain person in your reality, ask yourself why you made that version of that person in your reality. Try to understand them to understand more of yourself. Pay attention to what you're thinking and feeling about them, because usually when we don't like something, it's a disowned part of ourself. Same with when you're really drawn to someone or really attracted to someone. They possess disowned parts of ourself that we want to integrate and bring out into the world. Usually admire them for some reason. They possess something that we think we don't have, but we do. And essentially, we're falling in love with ourselves. It's the same as when Narcissus fell in love with his reflection in the pond. He didn't know that it was him that he was falling in love with. Everyone is your reflection.